The season for holiday parties and events. If you're planning an office or family get-together, we have some tips to help you elevate your event. I'm joined by Amil Mendez of Rayne Events. The company has over 20 years of experience curating large and small events all across the United States. Welcome to Great Day, Washington. Thanks for being here.
Thank you, Elaine. Thanks for having me.
Of course, so 20 years, so you know a thing or two about creating a great event.
Yes, I started actually a little bit more than 20 years ago in my mom's catering company and kind of built up from there. I actually started making wedding cakes. That was my initial start in the events industry.
So you learned it all from your mom. I love that.
Yes.
All right, so what is a good tip to just start the event when you're planning it to elevate the space? Okay,
so the first thing I would say is we want to have a nice event, but we don't want to stress ourselves out.
Good point.
So the first thing you want to think about, is cost, and then how can you entertain without putting too much on yourself? Now, I like to incorporate my kids in helping, but I would say the first thing is, when people are coming into a space, it all starts with what they see first, so lighting is probably what I would start with. Now in a home, if you have lights that you can dim, that obviously helps, but you can also use uplighting as well. So a lot of people are familiar with uplighting from weddings and events, but you can also bring them into the home.
Okay, where can you get those lights? Just Home Depot? Or
Well, yes, Amazon is a good place. Yeah. You can also rent them.
It's a great idea.
If it's something that you're going to do, if you find yourself entertaining a lot, then I would say just go ahead and purchase the lights because they're never going to go out of style.
All right, so get some good lights, get your kids to help. All right, now we got the now we got the setting. What about like some hors d'oeuvres?
So again, you want to think about things that are fun, right? So you could do. You have the stations where you can do like a mashed potato station, which has been around for a while, but it's still really popular. People enjoy it. You have your mashed potatoes, then you can have different toppings for the mashed potatoes. You can serve them in martini glasses, something like that.
That's fine.
You can have like a little s'mores. They have the little flames that you can set out, and then people can make s'mores, things like that. And then you have your traditional appetizers, chocolate covered strawberries, things like that.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, I want to focus on the presentation and not stressing myself out, and something nice that people will enjoy.
Yeah, that's the
kind
key.
of interactive.
Because the holidays can be a little busy and we want it to be just perfect, and we're already a little stressed to have people over. I see you have some big, beautiful dishes. Is this part of the whole, let's not stress ourselves out, let's make something amazing that's easy?
I have cooking skills. I'm not going to call myself a chef, but I dibble and dabble a little bit. So what I made today, and actually this only took me about an hour and a half to prepare all this.
Really?
But the reason I chose this particular menu is because you can make a lot for a lot of people. It presents very well, and it's just very tasty.
Yeah.
So right here we have a salmon, Cajun salmon with crab.
Wow.
Prep on that is about maybe 25 minutes.
Okay.
Put it in the oven, 30 minutes, 350, very easy. There's a ton of crab recipes online that you can find, but really simple, presents well, and people love it.
It does present well. It's a great way to elevate the salmon with the crab.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then I have a potato medley here. So we have purple potatoes, red potatoes, and yellow potatoes. Really simple. You can buy them already pre-washed, cut them. Again, you can have your kids do that. Cut them in fours, onions, peppers, olive oil, and everybody should have Monterey steak seasoning in their cabinet.
Monterey steak seasoning, that's tip. Okay.
Mix it all together, oven 500 degrees, 20 minutes.
All right, and lastly,
everybody's favorite Brussels sprouts. You can make a lot, big batch, buy them pre-washed, have your kids cut them up.
Okay.
Salt, pepper, olive oil, 400 degrees, 30 minutes. But the key for your Brussels sprouts is you want them crisp.
Yes,
so you kind of got to look at them, look at the color. You want a nice kind of brownish color, but not burnt.
Got it.
And,
all right.
And that's pretty much it. So I have stressed myself out many a times hosting events and parties, especially at the house. And so that's what I try to focus on now. I mean, if you ever want to do something, I encourage everybody to experiment, but sometimes an experiment can raise your blood pressure.
Right. But you've given us some great tips, Amil. Thank you so very much. For more information on event planning, visit RayneEvents.com.